All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while. Yes, it has. It's been 6 months, almost 6 months to the day that I've rode a bike or a scooter. Now, I'll ride the scooter down to the mailbox every once in a while just to check the mail, but that's, you know, that's 900 feet away or so, 750 feet away. But today, I'm going to go out on the Puckipuppy Boxer step through. So this is going to be my second ride on this thing. Actually, for the last 6 months there's been some stuff that's happened, some things I won't go into at this point. I may in a future video, but also our weather from October to April, always bad. I would bet we've had 3 good days of weather from January 1st till now. And of course I got to take care of yard work and stuff like that too. Had some health issues as well. Everything's taken care of at this point right now, but I want to get out on the Puckipuppy Boxer step through and ride it for a little bit. And I want to tell you a few things about this bike that are very important. One, they classify this as a mountain bike now. It's very similar to many bikes I have. I think the only reason that really makes it a mountain bike is these straight handlebars. Personally, I prefer more of a cruiser style handlebar, so a little bit of elevation on those handlebars, and you're looking at basically the same bike as many others on the market. This bike right now is running $13.99. I would suggest buying it before the tariffs kick in terms of they sell out in America and then they got to bring more in. This bike is a full functioning suspension bike, meaning it has suspension on the front, fully accessible, lockout. It's got suspension in the back via the tire, via like a soft tail type suspension. And I'm going to show you this bike and compare it to another bike, but you'll have to wait till the end of the video for that little bit of tea. My kids call it tea when it's something that's you don't know, maybe, and we'll spill it at the end. Anyway, I'll spill some tea about this bike, kind of in a video, not in the video, but showing you some similarities to something else and why you may want to choose this bike over some others. Let's get riding. So I got to turn it on. Turning it on, you just push this button up here. The bike will say hello. Here it comes up. It's going to say hello. They call this a class 2, which means you can pedal. This bike will pedal up to, see that right here, class 2. This bike will pedal to 28 plus miles an hour, but throttle only, it'll go 20. Maybe in a future video, we'll show you some stuff on the display on how to change things up, but let's just step on it. We'll step over. This is a big bike. This is a 26-inch fat tire bike, so we're gonna get going and we'll have a little chat. So yeah, I have some places to go. I got some things to do. One is I have to my son's babysitting his girlfriend's little dog, and I have to let the dog out. So we're going to go that route first, and maybe we'll go for a ride elsewhere. I do have the 360 camera on as well, just for the grins of it. Maybe you can look at me while looking outward on the bike. Looking outward is probably the preferred method. Yeah, this is a 26-inch by 4-inch fat tire bike. Has a 20 amp battery, 48 volts, 960 watts of power. This is a 750 watt bike, and if you're pedaling, it'll do more than 28 miles an hour. If you're just throttling, it'll go 20. So very nice speed, very nice bike. For me, just a slight lean forward, and as a cruiser I like to sit exactly upright. So I'm just leaning a little bit forward in comparison to what I'm used to. Not bad. but a little bit. So let me tell you what's been going on here with this. So they sent me this bike in October. I did a quick little video, first look video on it, and then I got some stuff that went on and some stuff that went on and stuff that I couldn't help with the rain and the snow and the very cold weather. And once it gets to 50 degrees, I am definitely not riding. And we just stayed that way the whole winter long. Very bad year for winter, and yeah, I just hated it. But now we're getting some opportunities to ride, and this is a fun ride. Now this one typically doesn't come with fenders. I asked them to send me fenders, and they sent me the fenders with it. And it's a nice ride. Most places, you know, if you're from the Southwest or Florida or Tennessee or wherever, you probably do not need the fenders. I need them because Oregon is, let's see, 13, 22, 16, see what my miles, 19, 18, yeah. So I need fenders here in Oregon. If I do get caught out in the rain, I'm not getting that dirt stripe up the back of my spine. So that's one of the reasons I asked for the fenders. I don't typically ride in that kind of weather unless I'm caught out in it. So typically, unless you ride in it, you don't need it. So the other thing, I got the bright yellow because I like the color. It does come in other colors, white, slate, other colors. This bike right now is running $13.99 on sale. You'll see that they have it for, I don't know, like 2,000 bucks. But $13.99 before tariffs right now is a great price, and I would suggest for the price alone, this bike is worthy. Now, many bikes, once that tariff hits, are gonna jump well above 2,000 bucks. This one here at $1,399 is a bargain for a full suspension bike and for what this bike has. Now, this is not a top of the line bike. It's not a bike that you're going to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on. You're going to spend that kind of money. You're going to want, you know, a lot of more higher end components. This does have hydraulic brakes, got a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It is an entry-level shifter, has a thumb throttle on the right, and the bike is very nicely built. Yeah, so once I get to my destination, I gotta let the puppy out, and then I'll come back and we'll take a ride elsewhere, or maybe back to the house, because that may be long enough on this that we've talked about everything we need to talk about. But it comes with this thing comes with a beautiful color display, absolutely pretty. I think for me, the one thing that I don't particularly like, obviously the straight handlebars, and if you can get over the name, what they did is Puckipuppy, and they named them like Boxer or Labrador or Corgi or whatever. They're doing that because this should be your buddy, kind of like my dogs were my buddies, my dogs were my best friends, and that's kind of what they're trying to do here. Make the dog, or make the bike, your best friend like your puppies are. So that's the thought pattern with it. Trying to get you to, the thought pattern is trying to get you to think of this like it's your puppy. It goes where you go. I don't know if that's what they think, but that's what I think. Anyway, very nice ride, very nice bike, very soft. The suspension works well, the hydraulic brakes work well. Very similar to many of the bikes I have. that cost a bit more than this bike. So that's where I'm going with it. That's where I'm telling you. Think about this bike and think about the price. This is a great price. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Also, I want you to see, I like the way the kickstand goes because it does kick out of your way here. And if you look at this big seat, I got a big butt. This big seat fits very, very well my big butt. So if you got a big butt, this is soft, it's spongy, fits very, very nicely. All right, I'm gonna let the dog out, then we'll come back. All right, that's the little puppy right there. That's her barking like a little Australian Shepherd, like a tiny toy size of it. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're ready to go. I don't think I turned the bike off. I did not. Oh. It's a big bike. Big bike, a little difficult to get on. And again, first ride of the year for me, so that could be part. I'm a little stiff, a little heavy because winter's over. And but yeah, what a nice bike. Beautiful display. Sun's at my back and I can still read it. It says I'm doing 12.6 miles an hour. Let's go up this hill, see how it runs this hill. This is good steep. This is 9 feet taller than I am, or 9 feet high from back there. And it's gonna make it, again, I haven't charged the battery since, this is running on last year's juice, which is cheaper than this year's juice for me. It went up a penny, probably 2 pennies. All right, we're gonna go a little bit for a ride and then we'll head back towards the house. All right, so I'm gonna come here. I need to make a pit stop right here for a second. And I gotta chat with someone here. I gotta see what's going on here. All right. So that was a note from my son's girlfriend that she had an interview and she thought it went well, so that's a good thing. Yeah, they keep making this this path a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. So now it's even longer than it has been. So that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. I like it. This is my favorite bike riding bridge that I go over typically, just on a short little ride. Yeah, so this comes with this came with, at the time, a phone holder, side mirrors, a cover to cover it, you know, from dust in the wintertime for non-use, and some other stuff, a pump, extra I think just extra stuff. Came with a lot of extra stuff, and in my case they sent me the fenders as part of like what I needed to review the bike. I think the one thing I would ask for, or not ask for, I would get if I were you people, is maybe a rear rack. A rear rack and you'll be pretty set. Most of my bikes have rear racks, some don't. One that I compare this to very heavily is one that is a top brand. It comes just like this. It doesn't come with a rear rack, and it's significantly more money. So, and very little differences. I'll show you some of it when I get back, because that's some of the tea I'm going to spill for you. So you can at least look at this and say, wow, do I want to spend extra? And basically just get a few things that are nice. I'm not dogging it out. It's a very nice bike, the other one. But this one at $1,400, man, holy cow. Spend $30 and put some cruiser style handlebars on it and you're set. You're set. And it wouldn't be the first bike I put, or scooter that I put handlebars on. I'm not allergic to putting stuff on my bike when I need it. I don't wait, and I don't try to get stuff from other manufacturers, lights and speakers and garb for free. I had done that in earlier videos where I wanted some content, but most of that stuff is between, you know, $20 and $60, and it's hard to do a video for that amount of time that you got to spend on it for just the little help to the company that gets them something, a mirror or something, because they're almost harder for their $50 item than e-bike manufacturers are for their e-bikes. Kind of funny. I prefer doing several e-bike videos for an e-bike rather than one 10-minute video for mirrors. How you doing? So that's my thought. Yeah, this is a nice bike, man. If you can handle the name Puckipuppy, if the name doesn't bother you, you can get a good deal on this thing. And the other thing you can do is, you know, if you're a person that likes brand, you know, you can always get that name off with a razor blade or something. So just my thought personally, it doesn't bother me. So that's what I do. I would let me see, I think you can carve it off. Let's see. Yeah, you can take those letters off to be something you want it to be, and put something, maybe you want it to say Typhoon or something, but for me, no. For me, I'm really good with it. Puckipuppy, getting used to the name, getting used to saying it. But the Boxer ST, the Boxer Step Through, very nice bike. And I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Okay, I'm going to go. Here we go. Thank you. Yeah, Puckipuppy did a good deal on this. It's a very nice bike for the price. I would not hesitate. You can buy a $10,000 Fray and get top of the line brakes, top of the line shifter, top of the line everything on it, made extremely well, ground down wells, all that other stuff. But those things run $8,000 to $12,000 before the tariffs. So that's a lot of money. I'd rather have 3 e-bikes than one Fray. And Fray's a great brand. It's a great brand. And there's other great brands, but this bike for $1,400, under $1,400, holy crap. Very nice. Soft ride. The seat, I just got to tell you, I showed you my why I like it, because it's a big wide seat, and yeah, it's nice. It's very wide, and it's perfect. It is perfect. All right, there's our stop, and then we'll go. Now I'm gonna throttle only to the corner. This is supposed to be a class 2. I've got the speed set all the way up, so this might be able to do faster than that. We shall see. And it is. I've got the speed setting on high, and we are going 25. We'll see how fast it can go. Not pedaling. It comes standard out of the box. It'll stop at 20. I'm doing 28.5 miles an hour right now. 29. 30. Wow, it's pretty quick. 30.1, might have been a little faster than that. Roughly 30 miles an hour once you change your speed setting. It's as fast as all my other bikes. It's not faster than the scooters. The scooters, I got scooters that'll do 55 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour. I only have one scooter that does about 16. And that's my mailbox scooter. So, yeah, the hand grips are nice. Everything on this bike is nice, man. There is nothing on this bike that ain't nice. All right, this is a pretty steep hill too. This is probably 10 feet in elevation and over, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I turned off the, I put it to 0 and I had to pedal. But 10 feet in elevation and over about 100 yards, 110 yards. We are back to nearly the top here. And I'm not using any quad muscles really, I'm just pedaling. All right, now we'll stop pedaling and we'll see how fast it goes to my corner. We're just going to give it a little, we've got a slight downhill speed here, slight just to get us going. I don't think I'm gonna, yeah, maybe I will. 29 and a half, that's about it. So it was just as fast on the high, on commercial as it was right there. All right. Now we're coming back on the block. I'm going to take you and show you my little T that I wanted to show you. Show you why this bike is a better bargain than many other bikes. It's a nice bike, guys. I'm not kidding you. For $1,300, it's a nice bike. And as I said, they want $1,399 for it. You use my coupon below, it's going to be, you know, $1,350 to $1,300 or $1,299 or something. I don't know what they're going to give you, but they'll give you something for me being me. All right, let me go get the key to the barn and I'll bring it out. Well, as you can see, not a lot's changed in the garage. I did get a new printer, Bamboo Labs printer. I got this back in October when the weather was bad, and it's been printing stuff ever since, I think. I want to show you one more quick thing before I head out and show you the other bike. Just so you know, there's the national champions right there. Yeah, I'm a Buckeye, guys. Living in Oregon. So you know it was a real treat for my Buckeyes to beat the Ducks. It was a real treat. Again. All right, I'm going to turn the lights on in here. And I'm going to come down here. All right, guys. Look at the two. Essentially the same build bike. This is a mid-step over. This is a step over. Both are full suspension bikes. I would say the light on this one's better. The speeds are the same. Now, once you bump that up, the speeds are the same. I would say the seat on the Puckipuppy is better. And let me look over here. So the derailleur on this one, the derailleur right here is a little better on this bike, but everything else, guys, roughly the same. This didn't come with this. This came like this. I like the little bobtail a little better. This is a 52 volt bike. This is a 48 volt bike. Both run 20 amp batteries, so very similar. I'll show you the thing I think is different. And like I said, for 30 bucks, the displays are very similar too. I think the Puckipuppy display actually shows in light and bright sun better than this one. But you notice these handlebars. 30 bucks will get you that kind of handlebar, and I think that's what I'm going to do to this bike here. I'm going to raise the handlebars, and I'll have essentially very very close to the same bike. Right here, a little bit of design flair, so that's nice down there. Beautiful bike for $1,400, guys. And I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't hesitate for $1,400. Now, when tariffs kick in, and you got to pay, 145% for the tariff of whatever it would be. We'll talk about that on a different day. But right now, that's a steal for a bike. That's a steal. This bike here, I think when I got it from them was $2,400. Right now, I think this bike right now, kind of the way it sits, is $2,099. $2,099, $1,399. Yeah. All right. Make your decision, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll get a few more of these videos out this summer. So they're not going to be every 3 days or every week, but I'll get a couple more videos out. And be sure to join us. All right. Thanks. Peace out. Also, I should point out, like, these mirrors, not the greatest mirrors in the world. The phone holder's kind of unique, holds it well, but other than that, the bike itself, guys, is a good deal. Get yourself one.